In the bottom left, playing Greenfinger, we have Zested versus RPG Master 999, aka Derrick999, playing Tenri in the blue. So we're gonna see how these openings play out. We've got Greenfinger going through center, got Tenri going across the side. So a little bit of divergence. We'll see some different styles come out here. Zested going straight for that center. Really wants to capture with this village. Maybe go for some pressure on the stronghold. And Derrick's going across the side. I'm not really sure about this. Mostly just getting swords. Got one mage. And Zested going for this knight play again. So we just saw a game that was very similar to this, where the knight, he captures the village. Sword captures, Greenfinger heals. And we're seeing something quite similar on the top player side, where they heal off the villages up here when use a mage to capture. So here comes that knight, here comes that sword capture, here comes the heal on Greenfinger. Ooh, doesn't heal to full though. Keeps a bunch of money back. Goes for those unit buys instead of going for a full heal. Ooh, Tenri gets a kill. That's a really good win for Tenri. Does put her in knight crit range, but there isn't too much to follow up and keep that safe. Over on the right hand side we see Harpy coming out, we've got knight. So a whole bunch of defensive units going into play here. Oh, guess that knight crit. And Zested's just doing some nice harassment to the economy. Ooh, we might see a sword go down, and there it goes. Knight crit onto knight, and that knight's on the road, so it's gonna take big damage. Harpy comes in. Zested's taking big losses over on this right hand side. Things are not working out so well for him. Alright, we've got these knights maneuvering around. Zested doing a bit of a counter attack here, but moves the knight back and heals. Ooh, I don't know about this, because Harpy could just come down and kill. There is a mage to cover, so that might not be the best idea. I guess this is more of a bait, thinking about it. There is also a giant to cover, so yeah, Harpy's not gonna bother. Just gonna heal that knight a bit off the village. Okay, Zested doing some work over here on the top left hand. Takes that village down, captures this village, builds up quite a big force. I was gonna say I wasn't so sure about moving Greenfinger that far forward, but the mage shield does come down. That allows for some good positioning on Greenfinger. Keeps him close to the front line without being too vulnerable. And there, Derrick is just kind of walling up with a whole bunch of swords. Get some big heavy hitting units behind that. Gets a dragon. That's going to be there to deal with this golem. Starting to keep it off of the roads. There is some flagstone across here, but it's not going to hold the dragon back too much. Only really like prevents it going north. Ooh, dragon finds a free spear. And these units are just going to come crashing in. And Derrick is looking to try and overwhelm this bottom barracks. May very well try and kill everything that's down there. And just pulls back on the north hand side. Realizes that they can't really go toe to toe with Zested up here. There's a lot of Zested's army. Doesn't attack with the sword, just pulls it up on the mountain. Doesn't want to give Tenri groove actually. A very important factor. Ooh, that's a big knight crit. I don't think it just did a little bit too little damage. Ooh, sword crit follow up. We're gonna see the mage takes down the village, just wants to hit the economy. And they're both just threatening each other's Raxes. Ooh. More stuff going down. Might see this barracks get threatened. There needs to be more units here to take this down though. They're both just playing very defensive. Neither one wants to budge. Derrick? I guess this is really trying to go for... Oh, gets a Nightcrawler on the barracks. That's huge. Alright, Flagstone keeps that alive from the mage crit, but there is a dog follow-up. Ooh, does some damage to that dragon. Actually, there isn't enough in the south here to take this barracks down, so Zested's in a good place. Even has Groove up. So Tenri needs to be really careful here. Units go down. I love the use of these swords to keep the witches away. Oh, we're seeing some sword suicides come down. Big Hex comes down.
The wind rises.
Alright, what are we gonna see? Grabs that knight out of the way. Ooh. I don't know if there's enough here to actually kill Greenfinger though. Certainly isn't anything to keep this barracks back. Probably could have seen Tenri move back one tile. Or move a little bit out of the way just to allow for the sword to recapture the barracks, but Zested, not dissuaded, is just going to keep pushing forwards. Heals off the village, so we're not going to see any kind of groove come into play here. Just a whole bunch of units trading with each other. The heal comes down, really wants to keep Greenfinger alive, and these other units too. Doesn't see any of them fall either. Alright, we've got a Hex coming in. Get a kill. Sword crit. Making sure to keep the units alive. Very important. But there's a golem here, and I don't know if Derrick actually has anything that can really deal with that. I guess he kind of does with this dragon, but the dragon's so far away, and is actually going to get eaten alive by a witch. And yeah, like, you know what, you've killed the barracks, but this barracks up here is still... Oh, I guess it's being traded back and forth, but like all the units died here to try and capture this barracks. And now we see the surround with Greenfinger. Oof, there is not much you can do in this kind of situation. X comes in. A lot of damage to these vines. Gonna try and break out. Oh, but that lives with like 2% health. Very unfortunate. Alright. Tenri basically just try and punch her way out of this situation. Doesn't really work out. And I guess they're just both stuck in a stalemate right now. Derrick does actually take this barracks down in the south, but it's gonna get knocked down, it's gonna get recaptured. He doesn't really care if... Oh, these swords actually can't do enough damage because that was a full health capture, so... Yeah, this attack at the south is no longer going to work out. Swords honestly just need to pull back and heal. They're not going to be able to achieve anything. And yeah, they're just going to sit here and trade blows. Derrick is really stuck and yeah, just throws in the towel. Realizes that can't actually push that army back, has lost the barracks. The Greenfinger vines are going to be such a pain to try and clear while also fighting a superior army composition, honestly. There's a whole bunch of witches, there's a golem at the front line. So every time the commanders trade blows, Zested could just walk back, heal, send the golem in, drop a mage heal on it, and they would just trade blows constantly. And yeah, there's not really much you can do in that situation. And yeah, the barracks had been basically taken by Zested at that point, whereas Derrick unable to confirm the capture in the south. So, well played to Zested.